What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 8. We left off with getting some backstory on the master of the little slave. I don't know if you call it a slave compound, farm, plantation, whatever. He's the owner. He's the master. And with his backstory, and kind of getting into his thoughts, we kind of see why he's so nice and so understanding, and talks about winning freedom back, like getting your freedom back and doing this and doing that. I almost would have been more intrigued had he been, what did his son refer to him as, like the Iron Fist or something like that, had he had this crazy like decorated war background career and had now transformed into like kind of the mental he has now, where like he doesn't want to harm kids, he doesn't want to harm the slaves, you know, you can buy back your freedom and do this, because it kind of all goes back to that original Tor's thing of like what makes a warrior, you know, and Torkel searching for that as well, and Torfin searching for that, and what does it mean? And we kind of saw Tor's change when he got a wife and a kid. So I thought it would have been interesting to see of like all the people that have like the answer, that have come across like what it is, what it means to them, if it's the master that Torfin is currently under. But that didn't end up being the case. He's just, I wouldn't want to say a coward, but he's just a pacifist. He's kind of like Canute, like, or was like Canute before Canute is whatever he is now. He doesn't want to harm people. He doesn't want confrontation and things like that, and he just wants everything to go smoothly. His older son is out here making a name for himself on the battlefield and killing people and this and that, so we'll kind of see how that turns out and goes. And besides that, I think that's about it. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Uh-oh. The Torfin nightmare. Oh, it's Kid Einar. Why is he having a dream of this? I asked this question, if Torfin ever was involved in the two purges of Einar's villages. But their ages are too similar for that to have been the case, I don't think. Like, Einar seems older. So I think this is just like another nightmare type thing. At least I think. I think it's safe to say at least the second go-round of Einar's village getting kind of raved and reaved, Torfin was already on the plantation. The first time, though, the thing is, I need an area map of like where everything happened in Season 1 to where Einar's from, and where everything's happening now, and where they're located, and where Canute is held up. A lot of moving parts. Having another nightmare. These all the dead bodies he's killed. Okay. We never see him give out so much emotion unless it's in his dreams. Or when Ashlad was killed. Interesting. So he was able to picture and recognize Einar as a kid in the dream. Did he run into it? Or is that just a symbol? I don't know how he would know what Kid Einar looks like. That's a triggering name, don't bring that up. Skip that intro real quick and we're in. Didn't even notice it, we're back in. Wonder how the Ashlad topic is with him these days. Someone's like, hey, I heard you were part of a group. I heard that group was led by Ashlad. I met Ashlad once, and just starts going on a conversation about him. How would Torfin handle that conversation? Is it triggering? Does it not make him think of anything at all? Or I swear they have Einar and Torfin aging like 5 years an episode. He's really going through it. Oh yeah, we're still clearing those trees out, huh? Seems like they're doing more work than the horses, to be honest. Yo, get your hands off my shit. Are they really gonna fuck with us? I've been waiting for this to happen. It seems like all this is going way too good, of like them not running into any problems, minus when the security tried to kill us. Don't fuck with our shit. Please. It'll ruin the whole season. Like, they'll have to wait a whole nother year to get this type of progress back. Please don't agree. Yeah, you're right. They're gonna show up the next day and all their shit's gonna be burnt down and plucked up. I already know. Oh, he's talking about it. He's just openly talking about it. I'm gonna feel really bad for them because I wonder what, like, I'm waiting for a triggering Torfin moment that he goes off, like just loses it. And I wonder if seeing Einar get picked on and seeing their hard work get burnt up, and I wonder if that'll trigger it. Hey, it's good he's getting this off out of his system. He's probably never talked to anybody about this. He's probably talked about it to himself internally, but not really, no. Curious what Einar's response is going to be to all that. Yeah, because he had revenge that he dictated a decade of his life to that he never got. Correct. He is not over it. He gave up everything. Friends, mom, sister, homeland, his sanity. He's a branded killer now. He's killed hundreds of men. And he didn't even get what he wanted out of all that. It's a damn shame. Also true. It's easier to tell somebody to get over something when you're not the one having to deal with getting over something. I mean, because what's going to make him feel better? Does killing Canute make him feel better? Because Canute killed Ashley? Like, no, it doesn't. I'm curious what would happen to them if they ran. Like Torfin's skilled enough that, like, if maybe 5 retainers on horseback followed him, he could kill them easily. Like, how far would they make it? Could he get all the way back home? Probably. He's just got to get up out of the area. Is there a brand for slaves that they have on them? Yep, because that's all that drove him for pretty much the developmental stages of his life. That like 5, 6 year old up until like you're in your teens to like 18 years old. He doesn't know anything other than killing. Yeah. That's what Torkel's going through right now. This identity crisis. Like, if the war and everything stops, like, what does that mean for Torkel? Like that's all he is. That's all he has. He's developed no social skills and no farming, carpentry, anything skills. He has none of it. And now he feels like he wasted that time because now he has nothing in general at all. So it's just all a mess. I really hope their crops don't get burnt down, though. Hopefully. What am I watching? Oh, there we go. Pull it in. Pull it in, man. Wait for them to show up. Can't eat meat because it's Lent. Okay, Torfin's got something going. Jim to fish. His face starting to look like King Swain's. Did he overhear that conversation? No, he doesn't know anything or how to do anything. True, which means he's a blank slate. So start learning, I guess, the same way you're learning how to farm and fish and it's good he's getting this though, because he would never get this in like the war camps and everything he hangs around. No one's out here giving him advice on how to be or what, you know. Their crops are not going to be there. Yeah, he's going through a lot. I'm feeling anxious about this incident that's going to happen with their wheat crops and how that's going to go over. Not wrong. Yeah. Nope. Not with his tiny little frame. Yeah. Probably. Shit, his father changed. Canute changed. Oh shit. Saw a little Ashlad ghost force figure there. I thought he saw like rising smoke or flames or something. know what's gonna be fucked, which I haven't even considered. Oh, if Einar gets killed, bro, their crops gone. Here it goes. Here we go. Here we go. He's looking so forward to like buying back his freedom. He's been so like nonchalant, so carefree, so positive attitude. This is going to be triggering. Is that the end of the episode? Oh no, okay, we got like a good 5 or 6 minutes left. That's going to be triggering him. Might trigger Torfin a little bit. Einar's going to be livid. He's so about like getting back to his homeland and then. I'm going to tell that old man right away. Yeah, it would have never blown over, or yeah. That had to be that was hand like dug out and shit. They gave him those berserk blacked out eyes. Yep. He's so pissed. What is he gonna do, man? This is the one thing that could trigger him. Look at him being rational. Oh, he's gone. That's a whole year wasted, by the way. Because, like, they're trying to sell... Yeah. That's the one thing that would have triggered him. He could have been tortured. The cute girl that he likes could have been killed. They could be low on food, low on sleep. But he wants that freedom so badly. And that was their ticket to the freedom. So what do they do? Just let it go? They'll just do it again next season. He still wants to feel like dying, huh? I do agree with the don't go kill them, but something has to be done. Because every time we plant something, we're just gonna let them come do this. We'll never make up any ground. We'll never get anything. We're just wasting our time. So what can you do, though? That is the question. Okay, if we can't kill them, what can we do? I'm just gonna go talk to the old master. Yeah. He knows. Because people like to see people fall. People like to see people fall. Watch Peter or Petar, whatever his name is, just go to where the retainer's at and just slit them all in the middle of the night. He just goes crazy. Had to get that up out of his system. It's so demoralizing, though. a whole year essentially just wasted because they're not going to have any crops to show for it when the time comes. He's gonna start getting molded. So crazy because within the same episode he was talking about, you know, people can change and yada yada and you can have this and doesn't make you a killer. I'm glad I didn't run into you. You probably would have killed me. And within the same episode, this is bad. This is bad. Nah. Oh, shit. He's... Like, I wonder if Torfinn's gonna have to step in here. Oh god. Is there time to see how this ends? Yeah, there's enough time to see how this gets resolved. Bro, he's seeing red. He's thinking about his family being killed and him becoming a slave and everything that's happened, and it's bad. Let's see. Does he calm down and show that he's better? Or does he go berserk mode? Relax. Einar's a big bit. He might have a knife on him though. Careful. He does. Oh, okay. Thorfinn did it. So Einar doesn't get in trouble. Did he do that because he was actually pissed, or did he do that so Einar doesn't get in trouble? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's broken. He's like, Naisu. Fuck, now he has to go off. You see what I'm saying? That wooden stick is not going to put us down, right? Come on, Einar, you big bitch. Give me something. I know you can't fight, but you just have size. Like, that stick did not just knock us out, right? We need help. Like Thorfinn, he could kill here in a second if he doesn't get any assistance. This is not the time. I get it, but we need help. Okay, now we might actually be fucked. That might actually knock us out. I'm afraid that we're either gonna get knocked out, and who knows what becomes of Einar when we wake up, or this is gonna trigger the hell out of him, and he's just gonna black out and come to and be covered in blood and shit, and everyone's gonna be dead. Episode's gonna end though, I think, before we see the result. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yikes, 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 yikes. Not a bad little episode though. I think the best shot, I liked seeing the old Thorfinn, the aged Thorfinn with the young Thorfinn walking by him. If I can pull that shot up again. Ooh, hold on, we gotta go back just a little bit. I don't think there's a good enough shot to show it though. Yeah, that's actually good right there. I thought it was the best shot of the episode. It's interesting, Because like I said, I don't know how they're gonna do it. It looks to see like they're really trying to drive home like the point of change, you know? Can he be different? Like the old man said, like, okay, that means you're empty. You can learn whatever you want. You can go whatever path you want. Enjoy, learn, do what you gotta do. So if he ever is to go off or has to go off for any reason, it might just reiterate in his head like, I knew they were all wrong. People can't change. But even then though, there becomes a time of like where you have to stand up for yourself. There has to be like a moment of protection if you're being attacked. Like if he just starts going around the farm and just indiscriminately killing again type thing, then it's like, okay, maybe you haven't changed. Maybe you are that like deep down killer. But like if they're sleeping in the middle of the night and the retainers come and try to pick a fight, damn near almost killed him, like you have the necessary skills to go off. You know, you have to protect yourself, which who knows if he wants to. Remember that he was okay with dying there for a little bit. So it's like I want to see it, that killer's still in there, but I know it'll really wreck his character if he has to. So right there, that moment that he threw that punch, I thought he threw it so Einar wouldn't get in trouble. But then when they zoomed in on his face, he looked like he was letting out frustration. That wasn't like, oh, I'm just doing this to protect. Because he didn't have to hit him that hard, you know? So I don't know what that switch was that triggered that. Regardless, I'm very curious to see what they do with the next episode with this little incident going on here. Is Torfin complete? I mean, he got kicked in the jaw. Uppercut, sweet chin music shit. Is he just going to be knocked out and he comes to and Einar's just sitting there bloodied? And the guys have fully disappeared? Does he come to and the guys are sitting there damn near dead and he's covered, like he's done something unconsciously? Maybe Einar fights them off. Maybe Peter shows up. Maybe the old man shows up and breaks it up and Torfin just comes to. I have no idea. There's a lot of things that could happen with where that decides to go. But we knew that's like the one triggering thing for Einar for sure. We saw in the beginning, like, you know, the retainers fucking with their food and, you know, taking advantage of them and not letting them borrow a horse and everything. It's like, okay. As much as that sucks, things can still be done. And lucky for them, they lucked into finding the grandfather, essentially. So it gave them access to horses and doing other things. But that's like the one triggering thing. The one thing. Einar wants that freedom so badly. And what it requires is things that he knows how to do and that he's good at. So you see like the progress being made, and to have that taken away from, it's not like they can just, you know, like the way they were putting the hay on top of the house. If they came by and someone just like burnt all that down, you know, or threw all the hay off of it, yeah, it sucks, but we could literally get that done. Like in just another day, we could just redo that. It's cold outside, the seasons are changing, everything that it is, like the plants, like the crops like have to be planted so you can get the, you know, the harvest, the bounty of it, to then have it to sell, to then make the money. Like you've lost all of that. That's just not going to be redone overnight. It's very triggering, but we'll see. We'll leave it there and we'll see how it goes. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,